Mark is an experienced remodeler and contractor in his local area, and he saw great potential in this service, a deck builder, deck building and decks. He just recently finished a project that paid him $70,000. So naturally, he wants to dive into this industry. So step number one, he went ahead and ordered a GMB, a Google Business Profile, just about decks. He came to me with a very young GMB, just a couple of weeks old. Mark also built his website. In his website, he has decks, kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, roofing, siding, a combination because he's a remodeler. I went ahead and ran a scan through Local Falcon to find out what his visibility is in Google, and this is what I found. Very challenging. I found very red. It means that for this business, this keyword, he is nowhere to be found near the 3-pack. In fact, the tool stops counting after 20. When it's a 20 plus, it means that it's basically 21, 31, 41, 61, the tool stops counting. So for those who are not familiar with Local Falcon, let me tell you what you're looking at. Local Falcon is a tool that allows you to see your visibility online because local businesses rank by proximity. It's important to know, well, do I rank in my closest proximity? Do I rank in the 3-pack a mile away, 2 miles away, 3 miles away? What is my range? How far out do I rank for what keyword? And do I even rank in my closest proximity? That's what the tool is showing you, and it can show you for your business as well. Local Falcon would also give you a list of your competitors, and oftentimes the winning recipe for ranking starts right there. See, you want to look at your competitors. What is making them rank? Well, Mark and I were looking at this data, and we noticed that the top 3 have the keyword deck builder as part of their GMB title. You got to understand that when the first 3, first 5, first 6 have the keyword in the GMB title, you have to add it to your GMB title. In other words, you're going to have to rebrand. Keyword in the GMB title is such a strong and powerful ranking factors, and these businesses are making $90,000 a deck. It makes sense that they have the keyword in the GMB title. So Mark had to include deck builder as part of his GMB title or his new name, his new branded name, if he wanted to beat those competitors. What else are you looking for when looking at your competitors? Mark and I noticed the number of reviews. In this case, it was easy to overcome. Only 24, 30 reviews. We knew with the right strategy, we can actually get to 30, 40 reviews in as little as a month or 2 months. Now, when you're looking at your competitors, take a look at this data. Oftentimes, you're up against competitors with reviews in the 400s, 500s, 1,000, and it's very, very hard. Well, you can get ranked, but to get picked, to get the call over somebody that has 500 or 600, very challenging, very different. Next on the list, we look at the competitors' photos, how many and what type they have. And here is why. Say you got ranked. Customer is looking at your listing. The next thing is going to want to look at your photos. You got to convince them that you're the #1 deck builder, that they should call you and not the competitor. So they're going to want to look at before and afters and during and the crew. They want to see how many decks you built in the area. Maybe they can recognize the area. They want to see the finished product. So you got to convince them with photos. So you got to have a good quantity amount of photos in order to capture that customer. Next up, I wanted to look at the competitor's website. Did they have many call to actions, forms to fill out, before and after photos, YouTube videos, ongoing projects, map embeds, etc. I needed to make sure that we cover all of these elements into Mark's website. We needed to convince the customer once it visited our website that we were the #1 deck builder in the area, so we had to redo our homepage, and it was all about decks and deck building. Our recipe for success was almost set. Not to mention we needed to add the most important ingredient of them all, which is traffic and click-through rate. Mark asked me, what is traffic? What do you consider click-through rate? Well, have you looked at your GMB insights? If you haven't, I invite you to go ahead and take a look. You want to see your most profitable keywords in your GMB insights. If those keywords appear there It means that Google recognizes your business and it ranks your business for those keywords. You don't want to have the wrong keywords in. But how do you make that happen when you don't rank for those keywords? You need a Google user to search for deck builder, find your listing, click on it, look at your photos, read your reviews, dwell on your website, so Google then can record it inside of your GMB insight data. That's click-through rate. This is how I explain traffic and click-through rate to Mark. I live in Arcadia on the river. This is student housing, and the college students like to order pizza on the weekends. I see here Papa John's all the time delivering pizza, not because Papa John is closest necessarily. There are two other chains that are closer to me, but Papa John's is number one. People have chosen them to be number one. They went on a pizza near me, they found Papa John's, they click on Papa John's, and now Papa John's, it's number one here. I just moved here. If I go on Google search and look for pizza near me, who do you think Google will give me? Well, you guessed it right, Papa John's. It's because people have selected Papa John's to be number one. So that is what we did for Mark. We increased his traffic, we increased his click-through rate, and we make sure that we got his keywords inside of the GMB Insight so he can start ranking number one for building and deck builder. And here's the scan. Okay, my beautiful people, it's time I tell you how I did it. Okay, step number one, I instructed Mark to get a DVA. Some of you may know that the keywords in the GMB title is one of the strongest ranking factors. So for me to not have included the keyword in the GMB title, it wasn't good for the client. It wasn't good for Mark. It would have taken me months, if not maybe a whole year, to overcome it with other different signals. It just gets really expensive. In this case, I noticed competitors were using the keyword. I instructed Mark to get the keyword in the title. He did it the right way. He got a DVA. So if you can do it, do it. It's amazing. It works very well. Look at the results, right? Step number two, we increased our number of reviews. We went from only 7 reviews to 23 reviews. This additional set of reviews were SEO packed, meaning it had our keyword, it had our geo, it had the brand name. It worked out excellent. We were able to move up in the rankings very quickly with this additional reviews. Step number 3, we increased relevance. See, from the GMB title to the GMB category, to the photos used in the GMB, to the products, to services, to the website, to the technical SEO on the website, title, meta title, description, everything had to be about decks and deck building. Step number 4, we use our CTR and traffic method. We increase Mark's GMB visibility by 5,500%. So we took the keyword deck builder. We looked at the search volume. We then decided how many clicks to send over to his GMB by using the keyword deck building. This is a great signal to Google. It actually tells Google that people in the area are going as far as looking for a deck builder and clicking on the GMB, dwelling on the website, clicking to call, looking at photos, asking a question, leaving a review. Those are all the signals that we're able to make happen for Mark, and it worked out very, very, very well. Mark is on his way to dominate the area. 2023 will be a very rewarding year for him. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you know when I publish my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.